Hey, what's happening everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and hopefully you guys are doing well. Today I'm here to showcase a custom Kyber crystal that was sent my way on behalf of Crafted Cores, and the one that we're going to be looking at in today's video is called the Scavenger versus Empress, and it's a pretty neat looking crystal for sure. But before we touch upon this, just in case if you are not familiar with these custom Kyber crystals on this channel, maybe you're a relatively new subscriber, Crafted Cores is definitely one of the first people to kind of start these custom Kyber crystals. And what they like to do is that they do a mixture of limited editions and non-limited editions. Like for example, some of the non-limited edition custom crystals you can get are themed for Savi's Workshop, which is great for anyone that happens to have a Savi's Workshop lightsaber, or maybe you're planning on getting one in the near future. And of course, he also likes to do these limited edition ones, which are as is limited editions. What's cool about these crystals is that not only are they themed in terms of their appearance, but they also tend to get their own little backstory on these pretty cool cards, and are numbered too for the limited edition lineup. For example, for today's video, I got numbered 91 out of 200, again for the Scavenger and Empress. So before I read the backstory, let me go ahead and give you guys a closer look at the crystal. And then of course, as always, we'll stick it into our Savi's Workshop lightsaber and also the Jedi Holocrons. So here is the crystal itself. Again, this is called Scavenger and Empress, and if you can't already guess, this is themed for a Ray crystal. And I really like the detailing here. At first I thought it was going to be yellow and red, but honestly the yellow and black I think is great to go with, you know, Empress Palpatine, if you will. Really nice looking crystal for sure. And this is the company in general. And of course I'll have links to the website in the video description down below as well. That will take you directly to the website so you can see what they have in stock, and maybe there might be some new products too. So let's go ahead and quickly read off the backstory. And it says, "Not all battles are fought with outside opponents. Some are fought within yourself. The Scavenger knows this better than most, and the crystal found in her desert home planet represents both sides of this woman and her struggle with the darkness within. Some will find their crystal favoring the dark, while others will be filled with more light." So pretty cool backstory. Obviously they're not using specifically character names due to copyright, which is why they reference Rey as her, just so you guys are aware. So really love these backstories. I'm always a fan of these crystals and the little backstories that we get with them. So we're going to go ahead and bring over, of course, my Savi's Workshop lightsaber first. Again, if you've never seen these type of videos, basically what's cool about these custom Kyber crystals is that they tend to have it's like a 2-in-1. So instead of like your regular standard Kyber crystal from Galaxy's Edge, where it's just a single color, here it's a double-sided crystal. For example, actually the one in my saber right now is the Protection and Defense, which placed on one side it ignites yellow, while placed the other way ignites purple, as a little example. Now, seeing as we have yellow and black here, obviously there's no way it's going to emit a black light, of course, so usually by default the black Kyber crystal from the Galaxy's Edge always ignites red. So black facing down is going to ignite this red, or it registers as red. And let's go ahead and turn that light off. So there you go, we have our red blade. Obviously there's going to be no difference in terms of sound quality or motion or anything like that. That's all going to be the basic and same. But again, one side, black facing down, ignites the saber red. So which means if we take the same crystal and flip it around, the blade should then ignite yellow. So again, no trickery if you've never seen these. So taking the same crystal, and all I'm going to do is flip it over. And just like that, it registered. lock the blade in, and now this will ignite yellow. So pretty neat. Always works. Again, one of my favorite sounds for this. So that is the crystal in the lightsaber, and of course you can get more out of these crystals if you also happen to have the Jedi and Sith Holocrons from the park as well. And if you guys have, if you've never seen the Jedi or Sith Holocrons before, I actually have a video on my channel that goes over every single available character you can get out of those crystals. And the Holocrons, mind you, they retail for, if I remember correctly, they're about $50 a pop, so, or was it 40? I believe it was 50, but pretty expensive for sure. Especially if you are trying to collect all the characters. Now, I haven't placed this on the Holocron yet, so my guess with the colors that we have here, yellow is more likely going to be Maz, because that's the only one that would make sense for this one, for this particular theme. As for the other side is black. I highly doubt it's going to be Snoke, because that wouldn't really make sense for Rey. So more than likely it will probably be Palpatine, because again, you know, usually when they make these, it's all about what makes sense. So let's go ahead and first, of course, open the Holocron. I usually have a hard time opening these doors, so I use a little tool to pry it open. So we're going to go ahead and put the yellow facing down first. Our Holocron ignited yellow, or in this case green, because, well, yellow and blue make green.
Being a hero is not about success or failure. Being a hero means stepping forward, no matter the outcome.
You know, it's been a while since I've actually listened to the Maz Crystal, but I, for the most part, don't remember hearing that one. I don't know, it's been that long, honestly.
I am no Jedi, but I know the Force. It moves through and surrounds every living thing. If you live long enough, you see the same eyes in different people.
Yeah, that's a true fact.
Being a hero is not about success or failure. Being a hero means stepping forward, no matter the outcome.
Do one more.
Close your eyes. Feel it. The light. It's always been there. It will guide you.
Okay, now this is the last one.
Never underestimate the difference teamwork can make.
That's true. In multiplayer video games too, teamwork often helps your team prevail. As long as you have a good team, of course. Let's go ahead and pop this out. Now, of course, if we flip this over, it's going to turn red, and red by default, if you've never heard this, is that I usually get messages all the time. People go, every time I put a red crystal on the Jedi Holocron, it's the same voice. It's like, well, yeah, that's not what's meant to do. So anytime there's a red crystal or the black crystal, like so, the Jedi Holocron will there's a word I was trying to say, I just can't pronounce it for whatever reason. It will ignite as a red light, of course, within the Holocron, and what you typically get is that you'll get a different variation of Master Yoda. And so I'll let you guys listen to a few quotes.
Careful you must be when sensing the future. The fear of loss is a path to the dark side. If you end your training now, if you choose the quick and easy path, as Vader did, you will become an agent of evil. But beware. Anger, fear, aggression. The dark side are they. Once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny.
We'll do one more.
Attachment leads to jealousy. The shadow of greed, that is.
Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and bring over the Sith Holocron. I just have to find the little door here. Alright, so here is the Sith Holocron. And so obviously since we have the red side, my prediction is it's going to be Palpatine. And what's neat that if it is Palpatine, then by default, if we flip the crystal over where it's yellow, then we will also get another variation of Palpatine. So 2 Palpatines in 1 crystal. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's go ahead and do the dark side variation first. So with the black facing down, bring this over, turn this on. So black facing down. All right, and we're going to go ahead and activate.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? It's a Sith legend. Darth Plagueis was a dark lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise, he could use the Force to influence the midi-chlorians to create life. He had such a knowledge of the dark side, he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. He became so powerful. The only thing he was afraid of was losing his power, which eventually, of course, he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew. Then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. It's ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself.
So it's really cool the fact that you get that entire quote on this crystal. We'll do one more. If it repeats, then I'll take it out. So, I mean, as much as I like to hear him talk about the story.
Let me help you to know the subtleties of the Force. My mentor taught me everything about the Force, even the nature of the dark side.
So now we're going to go ahead and take the crystal and flip it over. So it's cool the fact that we got Palpatine, which means when we flip this over, we are going to get another variation of Emperor Palpatine. And of course that lights up. There you go.
It is unavoidable. It is your destiny. You are now mine. Good. Use your aggressive feeling. Let the heat flow through you. Good. I can feel your anger.
And then we'll do 2 more.
Good. Your heat has made you powerful. Now, fulfill your destiny.
That's one of my other favorites on the Holocron, besides the tragedy of Darth Plagueis, is him here in that one when he put a Jedi crystal in here.
Give in to your anger. With each passing moment, you make yourself more my servant.
Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this light back on and turn this off. So that was the Scavenger and Empress crystal right there. Really neat crystal. I like the fact that we get 2 Palpatines and 1 sticking in a Sith Holocron. And then, of course, having Moss, since that's really the only option that we have. It's not like there's a Kylo or Rey or anything like that. I'm hoping that maybe in the future, you know, eventually when Disneyland opens back up, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe perhaps Disney may release more Kyber crystals. I don't know if they were to make new ones, if they would be compatible with the current Holocrons, because I don't know the... what's the words I'm looking for? I don't know, like, the electronic interface of these things, like if they're only programmed to work with what we have currently available, or can you possibly add new ones? So that I'm a little bit curious about, but it would be kind of cool if Disney could possibly expand upon what they currently offer already, especially for someone like me and many others, of course, who have collected the current lineup, and now our current focus is, of course, these custom ones. But let me know what you guys think about these in the comment section below. Like I said, these are relatively great, so if you happen to have a Savi's Workshop lightsaber, maybe you're getting one in the future, hit up Crafted Course. You may find something you like, maybe get a Savi's Workshop themed one, whatever the case may be, but always be on the lookout for their limited edition lineup so that way you don't miss out on future ones. But until then, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And before I go off, I want to kind of tease you guys with a couple of items that I technically got more than a couple, but a little teaser. So give me a second. So as most of you know, I've been waiting for a bit of a long time now for my Vader's Vault lightsaber. This is the first Vader's Vault lightsaber that I own. Some of the other ones I've been reviewing were provided from my friend, and some of the other ones I have here as well right now. This one is mine. And a little teaser here. This is the Sovereign Elite lightsaber, and once we activate this,
sound bank selection.
Sovereign.
let me go to this little cool effect here. Check out that digital crystal. So yes, I'm possibly going to be reviewing this one or one of the other ones. I'm not sure exactly which saber I'm reviewing this Friday, but my Vader's Vault saber is here. And another one that came in from Jedi Fallen Order. And of course we have Cal Kestis' lightsaber. That originally belonged to his master, but eventually Cal Kestis is now the new owner of it. And this is a fully installed one that I purchased from an individual. And we got the Profi board, NeoPixel set up, of course double bladed. And I got this all set up with Jedi Fallen Order saber fonts and gesture mode enabled. And this thing is just a treat to play with. Of course, something that I'm going to have to review when I'm outside. Otherwise, I won't be able to swing it. But until then, again, any questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next video upload, which of course is going to be this Friday and the season final of The Mandalorian. I swear, just going to say this right now, it better be an hour-long episode or close to an hour. If it's like another 20-30 minute episode, I'm going to be upset for a season final, but hopefully they'll do justice. Until then, you guys have a good one.